Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJL Network proudly presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1988 season is on the air. Today's date is May 1st, 1988. We now enter our second month of the season. We are at the Mistake by the Lake, Cleveland Stadium, as the Oakland Athletics will take on the Cleveland Indians. This is our first look at these two teams. The A's come into this game a record of 13-10, trailing right now the Minnesota Twins, who lead that division, but not by much. The Indians struggling a little bit at 9-13, but of course we're only entering the month of May, so anything is possible here as we go into the second month of the season. Oakland historically won this game 8-4. They had 15 hits and an error. The Indians had 8 hits and 2 errors. So we'll see what happens tonight. We'll see what Inside Pitch has to say tonight. Brian B. and David Vega join us here first at Cleveland Stadium. So we're going into the second month of the season already, and if everything follows through, we should finish with May before the end of January. So we shall see what happens. As I mentioned, as I wanted to tell everybody, of course, the 2022 season and 1957 seasons are available from Inside Pitch. How quick does he get your seasons? Well, let's put it this way, guys. I ordered my two seasons from Chris on Monday, which was Martin Luther King Jr. Day. I got them yesterday. So yesterday I already put together the 1957 season. 2022 is going to take a little longer, but I'm going to probably try to knock that out tonight or tomorrow. So if you guys order anything from Inside Pitch, please know that you guys are going to get that pretty quick. It's not like other places that take 2 or 3 weeks before you get it. I'm not going to mention names, but you guys out there know who they are. CLE baseball fan and Steeler fan now join us here at Cleveland Stadium. So we are all set and ready to go. Should have a good game tonight. So, and Chuck Rawlings is now here. So let's go ahead and let's find out and see what happens in tonight's game here at the Mistake by the Lake. Starting pitcher for the Cleveland Indians in this game was Tom Candiotti. I always felt he was a serviceable pitcher. 14 wins, 8 losses, a 3.28 ERA. Nothing wrong with those stats. I'll take them. I'll take a winning record and an ERA under 3.5. That's fine by me. Candiotti got the start tonight for the Tribe. And yep, that knuckleball master, exactly. So we are set and ready to go. The fans here at the Mistake by the Lake hoping that Cleveland come away with a win. Oakland, we all know how good this team was in '88. Let's see if it shows on the board tonight. Let's go to the top of the first. Leading off for the Athletics will be third baseman Carney Lansford. Excellent player. 279 average, 7 homers, 57 RBIs. He will be at third base tonight. We are going to use gray, white, and blue dice. Indians are the home team. And we are all set and ready. Let's start the month of May. Candiotti, 3-2. That is against a righty. That's a walk. That 17 is going to be too high. Cleveland Stadium subtracts 1 from strikeouts and 3 from walks. Lansford, 3-2. And it's a line drive hit to short. That'll be taken there by Bell. And that's the first out. Next batter will be the center fielder, Stan Javier. Played in all positions in the outfield. He is at center for tonight's game. 257 average, 2 homers, 35 RBIs. Candiotti will make the pitch. 5-3, that is a blank. Javier, 1-2. That ball is hit to left field. That is a 17, but that's going to be against the righty. That's going to be too high. And that's just going to be a fly out to left. And that'll be taken care of there by Mel Hall. 2 down. And then we'll bring up right fielder Jose Canseco. 307 average, 42 homers, 124 RBIs. Jose Canseco, right now probably the most hated player in baseball history due to, of course, the steroids and all that stuff that came out by him. but you can't take anything away off the field. This guy was a monster on the base, at the plate. Candiotti with the pitch. 1-2, home run chance. Righty, 1-5. That 4 is good. Canseco's got 20s, and that's out of here. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is heading deep to center field, and, well, no one's getting that one. That's at least in the upper part of that empty section there at Cleveland Stadium. That ball is gone. Home run, Canseco. Jose Candiotti went ahead and pitched him a meatball and just barely got it, and he turns that into lasagna, and just like that, it's 1-0 in favor of the A's. As Philip Reynolds, Doug Hunt, and My Basement Media Productions join us here at Cleveland Stadium. And yes, David Crosby passed away yesterday. That is extremely sad. One of the innovators of acoustic rock, absolutely. 1-0 in favor of the A's. Next batter is the left fielder, Dave Parker. Was this one of his last years? 257 average, 12 homers, 55 RBIs. Played a little bit over half the games for the A's. Candiotti with the pitch. 2-2, that is a blank. Parker, 4-2, ground ball, second base, and that's going to be handled by Franco. And the inning is over. 1 run on 1 hit, a solo bomb by Jose Canseco. And just like that, the A's take a quick 1-0 lead. 90 Milwaukee, Parker's last. Thank you, my good man. We go to the bottom of the first. Starting pitcher for the Oakland Athletics in this game was Storm Davis. In my opinion, another solid pitcher. 16 wins, 7 losses, a 3.70 ERA. Still really nothing wrong with those stats. I'll take them. He had 16 wins, so I don't think anybody will have any issues with it. As Chuck Rawlings said, have to leave his horrid dump in his 73 strat replay. Stupid walk-off single by Buddy Bell against his Tigers. All Norm Cash had to do was field a darn ball in the 9th. Ouch. Stormtrooper Davis. Yes, why not? Bottom of the first. Leading off for the Indians will be second baseman Julio Franco, who played in the majors pretty much played in the majors for about 100 years. 303 average, 10 homers, 54 RBIs. Franco, this guy just wouldn't quit, and I don't care what anybody says, he belongs in the Hall of the Very Good. I don't think anybody here will have a problem if you put Julio Franco in the Hall of Very Good. Not a Hall of Famer, but I put him in the HVJ era. Storm Davis with the pitch. 5-4, that's at the park. Cleveland Stadium, 2-3, and here we go. That is a blank. We got a rare play early. So rare plays, bases empty. 54, slow roller to the catcher who bobbles, then throws wild to first. Resolved by rolling a catcher error rate once for each error chance. So the catcher is Hassey. His error rating is a 5. Does he bobble it? No. Does he make an error on a throw? Yes, he does. He does make a throwing error to first, and that's going to McGuire. His range is a 2, and he won't get it. Franco, though, was going to make first base. Does he take second on the throw? Yes, he does. So a bad throw by Hassey allows Franco to go to second on the throwing error. So he does not make an error on a grounder, but he does make an error on a throw. So Franco goes to second. That is an E2. And that's the first error on the Athletics. They did have one error in the game historically. Rolling Stones throw, I'll see myself out. And Steeler fan definitely promptly gave him the block dragon, and he certainly deserved the block dragon for that. So Franco on at second after the error. And that will bring up first baseman Willie Upshaw. 245 average, 11 homers, 50 RBIs in 88. Let's see if anything on the strat. Infield is going to be back. That's a 1. Franco does get the steal sign, but I'm going to keep him at second base. He won't go. Davis will pitch. Davis, 5-6, error on a grounder. Upshaw, 5-6. That's going to be a base hit to left field. That will be a single. The left fielder is Parker. His error rating is a 12. That's a 3. He's going to make an error out there. Holy cow, Oakland, not off to a good start defensively. That's going to be a single and an error, which will automatically score Franco easily. Upshaw does go to second. Does he take third on the error? And let's see here. Parker a 0 arm, a 1-3. Upshaw will take third, and he does. So it's a bad play to Parker, who bobbles it out there. It gets by him, goes all the way to the wall, and Upshaw winds up at third, and we're tied at 1. So a base hit and an E7 allows a runner at third, and we're tied at 1 already here in the first inning. Something tells me this game is going to be weird. So 2 errors already on the A's. And next batter for the Indians will be their designated hitter, Pat Tabler. Tabler will be on the Kansas City Royals later in the season, but he is on the Indians tonight. 282 average, 2 homers, 66 RBIs. Infield is called in. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 14th. Davis will go ahead and make the pitch. Davis, 5-6, again an error on a grounder. Tabler, 1-3. That's a base hit to center field this time. That's hit to Javier. His error rating is a 6. That's a 1. Holy cow, that is the 3rd error on the A's. Upshaw comes in to score. That's going to be an error on a grounder to Javier, and he makes an error out there. Tabler automatically takes second. Does he take third? No, he'll hold at second base. So another single, and this time it's an E8. And the Indians have taken a 2-1 lead. Stadium cheers. Yay! And they're going to call a mound visit real quick as La Russa's going to go out there and call in some of the fielders and say, hey, look, guys, come on. And I'm not 100. I believe that is the first time ever rolling I've had 3 errors on 3 straight batters. That is the first time I've ever had that today. Ever had that. Infield will go back. And there's still nobody out here in the bottom of the first. Next batter for the Indians will be center fielder, the great Joe Carter. 271 average, 27 homers, 98 RBIs. Carter, I'm still going to put him in the Hall of the Very Good, even though his batting average career was about a little bit less than 260, but he did belt almost 400 home runs. I'll put Carter in the Hall of the Very Good. Plus, he always seemed to come through in the clutch. 2-1 Indians. Tabler on at second now. That's a 1. Tabler will stay put. Davis can't believe what's happening here. For some reason, the A's didn't take their defenses here. 6-1. Strikeout 3, and he will get Carter. Well, at least Davis goes ahead and says, well, if I strike out the batters, all right, you guys can't make errors on the field. That's the first out. Davis had 127 strikeouts that year. And that's his first. Next batter will be the left fielder, Mel Hall. I always thought he was pretty solid. 280 average, 6 homers, 71 RBIs. 1 out. Anything on the strat for Tabler? Nope. Davis with the pitch. Davis, 1-4. Home run chance. Hall lefty, 1-8. 6 is good. Against the righty, Hall needs a 5. He won't get it. That's too high. Hall, 1-2. Instead, he grounds it to second base, and it will be Hubbard making the play. 2 down, and Tabler will go to third. So grounder to second. And the next batter for the Indians, third baseman, Brooke Jacoby. I don't know about you guys, but I thought Jacoby was solid. 241 average, 9 homers, 49 RBIs. He wasn't too bad. I don't think he was too bad a fielder either. 2 outs here. Strategy roll. That's a 7, nothing happening. Davis with the pitch. 4-5. Strikeout 2. Swing and a miss. Strikeout. And the inning is over. What a weird inning that was. 2 runs on 2 hits. and 3 errors. 2-1 Tribe after 1. Not a good start for the Athletics. They did have 1 error in the game historically, though. The Indians actually had 2. As my basement says, he was a good egg. That's what I heard. I heard he was a very good a solid player, and actually a pretty nice guy. Leading off the top of the second will be first baseman Mark McGwire. Yeah, 260 average, 32 homers, 99 RBIs. I don't know what much you can say about him. Only another beast. Candiotti will make the pitch. 6-3. That is a blank. McGwire, 1-4. Grounder right back to Candiotti. He'll throw to first for the out. One down. And here comes the catcher, Ron Hassey. 257 average, 7 homers, 45 RBIs. Hassey, of course, here with the A's in this one here. Candiotti with the pitch. 1-1, strikeout 5. He got him, struck him out. And that is the first strikeout for Candiotti. He had 137 of them that year, 2 down in 88. 2 outs now. Here comes the Oakland designated hitter, Don Baylor. Not one of his better seasons, but I think, was this also Baylor's last year? I'm not sure. 220 average, 7 homers, 34 RBIs. He wasn't his declining years here at this time, I thought. 2 outs. Top of the second, 2-1 Indians. Candiotti, 2-5 against the righty. That is a blank. Baylor, 1-6. That's a fly ball hit the center, and Carter is going to get there. And that's going to be a 1-2-3 inning on the Athletics. Nice job by Candiotti after coming back after giving up the home run to Jose Canseco. We go to the bottom of the second. Leading off for the Indians will be their right fielder, Corey Snyder. 272 average, 26 homers, 75 RBIs. Ain't nothing wrong with those stats. Davis will go ahead and make the pitch. Davis, 4-2. That is a blank. Snyder, 2-2. Popped up. Pop out to second base. Hubbard will get to it. Next up for the Indians will be the shortstop, Jay Bell. Not really a good player in 88. 218 average, 2 homers, 21 RBIs, and had absolutely no range at short. Davis with the pitch. 6-6, strikeout 9. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that is the 3rd strikeout for Davis. Davis trying to come back after a horrible inning, but it wasn't his fault. Here's the catcher, Andy Allenson. 263 average, 5 homers, 49 RBIs. Respectable for 88. 2 men down. Davis with the pitch. 4-5, strikeout 13. That's high. Allenson, 3-3, ground ball hit to short. That's going to get taken care of by Weiss. And that is a 1-2-3 inning on the Indians. So the Athletics come back after finally have a good inning in the field. And that's good, not too bad. 2-1 here after 2. This is our first look at these 2 teams for 1988, the Athletics and the Tribe. Of course, we did see the Athletics in the demo game we had before we started the season. Top of the 3rd, leading off for Oakland will be their second baseman, Glenn Hubbard. 255 average, 3 homers, 33 RBI. Stats aren't bad, but he was excellent in the field. Glenn Mother Hubbard. Candiotti with the pitch. 4-4 against the righty. Walk. That 20 is high. Hubbard, 4-1, and it's a ground ball hit to short, and it will be Bell handling that. One down. Here comes the shortstop, Walt Weiss. Not bad at the plate, but pretty darn good in the field. 250 average, 3 homers, 39 RBIs. Candyman will go ahead and pitch. 4-2 against the switch left. That is a blank. Weiss, 3-5, and that is a fly to center. Coming under it will be Carter. And that's 2 outs. 2 down now. Here comes Lansford. Lansford 0 for 1. Candiotti looking on, and he'll make the pitch. Candiotti, 6-3. That is a blank. Lansford, 5-4. Fly ball hit the left, and it's going to be Hall to get to that one. And another 1-2-3 inning for Candiotti. Nice job. We go to the bottom of the third with a 2-1 lead here by the Indians. The Cleveland Baseball Club, formerly known as the Indians, now known as the Guardians. Bottom of the third inning, leading off for the Tribe will be the ageless one, Julio Franco. He reached on an error his first time up. Davis will go ahead and pitch. Davis, 3-2, range play. Franco, 4-4. That's a fly ball hit the center. Javier's not bad out there. His range is a 3, and he won't get it, though. That's going to be a single. Franco goes ahead and gets on base for the second time today. Leadoff single for Franco is out of Javier's reach. Infield double play. Next batter is Upshaw, and he got a base hit and got an extra base on an error. Let's see. Franco had 25 stolen bases. He was pretty fast that time. That's a 6. He does not get the steal sign, and he does not get the no-hit and run is called. So Davis is going to go ahead and pitch to Upshaw. Davis with the pitch. 1-4. Home run chance. Lefty. 1-8. 17 is too high. Upshaw. 5-6. But he does get a base hit to left field. That will be a single. Franco, base runner 3. Base runner 3. Single to left -2. The only way he gets to third is on a 1. And that is a 2. He's going to have to hold a second base as the left fielder Parker does get that ball in quickly. So now runners at first and second for the Indians. Next batter is Tabler. Tabler got a base hit and extra base on an error. Runners at infield still a double play death. And that is a 20. Davis does have a balk rating and a pickoff rating, but he doesn't do anything there. And he will now go ahead and pitch to Tabler. Davis, 6-6, strikeout 3. Yep, struck him out. And that's going to be strikeout number 4 for Davis. At least he knows if he strikes out batters, I don't have to worry about any errors behind the plate. Here comes Carter. Carter is 0 for 1. Carter, of course, known for one of the greatest home runs in World Series history with the Blue Jays. With the Blue Jays, I believe it was 1993. Carter is 0 for 1. Strategy roll, and that's an 11, nothing happening. Davis with the pitch. Davis, 6-1, strikeout 10. That's going to be high. Carter, 4-1, fly ball hit the right. And it's going to be Canseco making the play. And Franco, let's see. Base runner 3, Canseco 0, 1-2. He'll get to third base, and he doesn't. He stays at second. There are now 2 down. It was not deep enough for him to advance. Next up is Hall. Hall is 0 for 1. Davis trying to get out of another jam here. Nothing on. That is a 2. Nothing on the strat. Franco is not going anywhere. Davis with the pitch. 2-4. That is a blank. Hall, 6-2. And that ball is hit to right field. That is a 6. And that's going to be a base hit for Hall and a single to right. Franco, base runner 4 with 2 outs. Single to right, +1 is a 5. A 1-5. He will score, and he does. Franco will score from second. Upshaw with a base running rating of 3. That 5 is too high. So Upshaw will stay at second base, and Hall will go to first. But Franco does come in to score. Upshaw holds it second, an RBI single by Hall. And the Indians now have a 3-1 lead. Stadium cheers. Yay! We're going to go talk to Davis on the mound, see how he's doing. And Davis is saying, I'm doing just fine. Why don't you talk to the guys in the field that can't field, that don't know how to play defense? Here's Jacoby. Jacoby is 0 for 1. Still 2 outs, now 3-1 try. That is a 1. Upshaw he actually gets the steal sign, but he'll stay at second. Davis with the pitch. 4-5, strikeout. The 18 is high. Jacoby, 6-3. That's a ground ball to short. That will be taken care of by Weiss. He's going to throw to first to get Jacoby, and that will retire the side. 1 run on 3 hits for the Indians. They have a 3-1 lead here after 3. As I know, I have some Indians fans in the chat that would love to see the Cleveland Indians definitely get themselves a win tonight. Still, of course, very early in the season. We've just started the month of May. Top of the 4th, Candiotti back on the mound. Here is Stan Javier leading for the A's. He is 0 for 1. Candiotti with a 2-run lead. Let's see what he does with it. Candiotti, 6-2. That is a blank. Javier, 4-1. Ground ball to second base. And that will be Franco making the play. 1 out. Don't you just love inside pitch? Here comes Canseco. And he got a bomb his first time up. They're still trying to find the ball. Candiotti will go ahead and pitch. 5-4. Wild pitch, ball 1. Not wanting to give Canseco anything else to hit. 2-6 against a righty. That's blank. Canseco, 3-2. Popped up this time. And he pops that one out to second. And Franco will get under it and put it away for the second out. Here's Cobra. Parker is 0 for 1. Yeah, I think Mitch Williams still has nightmares to this day about that. That was a heck of a home run. I was watching that game in 93. What a series. That was a good series. That was one of the better World Series in the 90s. The Blue Jays and the Phillies. Candiotti, 2-1. Pitcher result. Lefty, 1-9. Single past the pitcher. 12 is high. Parker, 6-4. Instead, he hits a fly ball to center. And Carter is going to get there. And he's going to make the catch and retire the side. Candiotti's done a good job since giving up the bomb to Canseco. That's the only hit he's actually given up. We go to the bottom of the 4th. But then again, all the World Series were pretty good. Some were better than others, that's for sure. That is there. Some have been better than others, I'll admit. Hopefully, Chris gets all the remaining 90s and 2000 seasons, and who knows, we may be playing one of them one day. We go to the bottom of the 4th, and leading off for the Tribe will be Corey Snyder. He's 0 for 1. Davis, 1-3. That's blank. Snyder, 6-6. Ground ball hit to third, and Lansford will have no trouble with that one. Next up is Jay Ring My Bell, and he is 0 for 1. Great trade for the Reds, sending Parker to Oakland for Rijo. Yeah. That's what it was. Davis, 2-4. That is a blank. Bell, 4-5. That's a fly to right. And it'll be handled by Canseco. And that is the second out. 2 quick outs now. Here comes Allenson. Allenson 0 for 1. One of the Bash brothers. Yep, him and McGuire. Davis with the pitch. Davis, 3-1. That's at the park. Cleveland Stadium, 2-2. That's popped up, shot up right up the chimney. And that's going to be a pop out to the catcher. Hassey's going to go to the screen, but he is going to have the room, and he is going to have the ball. 1-2-3, go the Tribe. 3-1 after 4. Top of the 5th inning. Candiotti back on the mound. Speaking of the other Bash brother, here is Mark McGuire. McGuire is 0 for 1. Candiotti sets up for the pitch. Candiotti, 1-4, possible error. McGuire, 1-3. Line drive it right to third. That's going to go in Jacoby's glove. That's not going to be an error. That's out number 1. As there are no errors on lineouts unless there's a runner on base. 1 down. Here comes Hassey. Hassey is 0 for 1. Candiotti with the pitch. 5-1. Strikeout 15. That is high. Hassey, 6-5. That's grounded to second base. That'll get taken care of by Franco. Makes a routine play. 2 down. Here's Baylor. Baylor is 0 for 1. Baylor will get ready for Candiotti. Pitch coming. 3-4. Error on a grounder. Baylor, 5-2. Nope, that's a fly to right. That'll get handled there, taken care of by Snyder. And Snyder will get to it and put it away. And another 1-2-3 inning for Candiotti. He is not doing too bad tonight. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Top of the order again for the Indians. Here is Julio Franco. He played on so many teams in his career. He had a 23-year span in the majors. Played on the Indians, played on the Mets, he was all over. He was all over the place. Davis with the pitch. 4-1, that's a range play. Franco, 4-3, that's a base hit to center field, but it's a range play for Javier. His range is a 3, and he will make the catch. He turns a single into an out, 1 away. Nice play by Javier. Got into the gap in time. 1 out for Upshaw. Upshaw 2 for 2, 2 singles. Davis looks like he's settled down a little bit. Davis, 1-1, strikeout 9. Nope, they'll just miss. Upshaw's a 9, but -1 makes him an 8. Upshaw, 4-4. Instead, he'll ground it to second base. And that'll get taken care of there by Hubbard. And there are now 2 outs. 2 away for Tabler. Tabler 1 for 2 with a base hit. Fans here at Cleveland Stadium, so far they're enjoying a 3-1 advantage. Davis, 5-3. That's a strikeout, 10, but that's going to be too high. Tabler will swing 2-4, but he lifts a ball to left. And Parker will get to it. And he will put it away. 1-2-3, go the Indians. Still 3-1 now after 5. Candiotti, he still has plenty in the tank. Davis, he can pitch to about 5 more batters before seeing fatigue. Glenn Mother Hubbard leads off for Oakland. He is 0 for 1. Starting the top of the 6th inning here, 3-1 in favor of the Indians. You think the Marlins made a bad trade today? I don't. You got the American League batting champion. Yeah, they traded away Pablo Lopez, but the Marlins do have Alcantara. And they still got some decent pitching in the farm. You just put some hitting on the team, which the team badly needed. The Marlins were 4th worst in the majors in hitting last year. Couldn't hit a lick. So as far as I can't wait for the Mets, but also remember, I'm also a Marlins fan down here. I would like them to see them do well. Candiotti, 2-6 against the righty. That is a blank. Hubbard, 2-6. That's a fly to center. And getting under that will be Carter. Putting it away, 1 down. Here comes Weiss. Weiss is 0 for 1. Another reason why the Marlins make that trade, they're trying to put they're trying to put people in the seats too. Remember, I live in my Lone Depot Park seats 39,000. They're lucky if they get more than 10 there. Candiotti will make the pitch. Candiotti, 4-6. That is a strikeout, but the 16 is high. Weiss, 2-6, and it's a grounder to second base. Once again, Franco will handle a play, and that's 2 down. Here comes Lansford. Lansford is 0 for 1. I'm sorry, 0 for 2. Lansford, they'll set up with the pitch from Candiotti. 5-4, wild pitch, ball 1. Candiotti again, 2-2. That is a blank. Lansford, 1-5, base hit into right field. Lansford will get himself his first hit of the game. And that is the first hit of the game for the A's since the bomb by Canseco. And here comes Javier. He's 0 for 2. Lansford had 29 stolen bases, bit of a thief. And that one, he does get the steal sign, but Candiotti, pretty good. 16 minus 3 is 13. And Allenson minus 1 is a 12. You're down 2 runs. Javier can actually hit the ball. I don't think you steal here. I think you swing. Candiotti will make the pitch. Candiotti, 4-1. That's at the park. The mistake by the lake, 1-4. And he grounded it right at the plate. That'll get picked up by Allenson. He's got it. He'll throw to first and retire the side. No runs and a hit for the A's. The Indians are leading a game they historically lost. And we go to the bottom of the 6th. I've already got my tickets for the spring training game between the Mets and the Marlins at Roger Dean Stadium down here in Jupiter, which is about 40 minutes away from me. And I also got my tickets for the Mets and the Marlins at Lone Depot Park on April 1st. And I ordered some new Mets jerseys too. And of course, now I have not purchased my ticket. I am going to be taking a vacation to New York, but that won't be until May. And I'm waiting till I have my plane tickets before I purchase the tickets at Citi Field on my birthday, which of course is RJL 518. So on my birthday, I'll be watching the Mets play the Rays at Citi Field. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning, 3-1 in favor of the Indians. Joe Carter leads off, and he is 0 for 2. Davis, they'll go ahead and make the pitch. Davis, 6-3, that is a blank. Carter, 4-2, fly ball hit to center field, and Javier has got it. 1 out. This is a pitcher's duel, by the way. Less than 5 runs combined. Here's Hall. He's 1 for 2. Ready for the World Baseball Classic. I don't give a dang about the World Baseball Classic. The only thing I'm worried about is anybody. I understand the world is ready for it. I don't want nobody hurt. You're going to go ahead and you're going to put baseball players in the middle of spring training to play really an exhibition tournament, okay? And it is an exhibition tournament. Every baseball owner that has his players in this tournament will be biting their nails. The last thing we need is like Francisco Lindor to go down on tearing his ACL, trying to outleg a ground ball, not even 2 weeks into spring training. The World Baseball Classic should be abolished. It's an exhibition tournament. I don't care. The only thing I'll be looking on is who gets hurt. Davis will now pitch to Hall. Davis, 4-3. That's a walk plus. That's going to walk Hall. And Hall will go to first. So Davis actually gives up a walk. And that's only his first walk. He only gave up 89 walks that year. As Husala 99 joins us here at the Mistake by the Lake. In case you forget. Well, my birthday's not until May there, Dr. Nick. But I do appreciate the thought. Infield double play. Here comes Jacoby. Jacoby is 0 for 2. Let's see. Hall has 7 stolen bases. He's got a 4. He's not going anywhere. Davis will go ahead and pitch. Davis, 2-5. That is a blank. Jacoby, 1-5. That's a double into center field for Jacoby. He comes through with a hit. Well, let's score Hall. Base runner 3. Double center field 0, 1-3. He will score. He does. Hall comes around from first, slides in there. That was a 3, so Jacoby will hold at second base. Indians now have a 4-1 lead. Stadium cheers. Yay! Jacoby gets a big-time RBI double. Indians now have a 4-1 lead. You know what we'll be doing on 518. You know what, Brian B? You know what? You're getting very close to be given the block dragon. Let's see. Infield is back. Here comes Snyder. Snyder is 0 for 2. And there is 1 out in this inning, right? Yeah, 1 out. Jacoby on at second. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 5. Jacoby stays put. Davis will go ahead and pitch. Davis, 2-2. That's a pitcher result. Righty, 1-19 is a base hit up the middle. That's an 8. That's a single. That's a base hit right up there. Jacoby is mud with a base running rating of 1, but that doesn't matter. That's the only hit where a runner from second will score even with a run. Jacoby comes around third. He scores. Snyder goes to first. It's 5-1 Indians. Stadium cheers. Yay! And they're banging the drums here at Cleveland Stadium. Snyder on at first, still 1 out. Here comes Bell. And the bullpen now warming up for the A's here. In the bottom of the 6th, Davis will be tired after Bell. Strategy rolls are still active. And that is an 18, nothing happening. Davis will pitch. Davis, 2-4. That is a blank. Bell, 1-2. Fly ball hit the center. And that's going to be Javier getting to that. 2 down. Two outs now for Allenson. Allenson is 0 for 2. Davis is now tired, but they're going to see if they can complete the inning, see if he can get out of the inning. If he gives up another run, he'll be done. 2 runs, 2 outs. 2 outs, bottom of the 6th, 5-1 Tribe. Indians playing pretty well tonight. Candiotti pitching an absolute gem. Strategy roll, and nothing happening on the 12. Davis will go ahead and make the pitch. Davis, 4-6. Nope, that's going to be a walk chance instead, but the 18 is going to be too high. That's going to be it for Davis, though. Allenson, 5-2, and he does hit a fly ball to center. And it won't matter, so Javier will make the catch and retire the side. 2 runs on 2 hits and a walk. That's it for Davis automatically, but he does get out of the inning. And it's 5-1 after 6 in favor of the Indians. As Larry Harris joins us here at the Mistake by the Lake, a.k.a. Cleveland Stadium. You were at the game on April 30, 88 when your Tribe lost to the A's. Oh, really? So you were at the game before this one. Okay, awesome there, Larry. Larry Harris, an awesome chat man, I should say. And what are we doing? We're going to the top of the 7th, aren't we? Top of the 7th here. Indians lead 5-1 in a game where the A's won 8-4. But those 3 errors in the first inning for Oakland really coming back to haunt them here. Let's see how long it can keep it up. Jose Canseco will lead off. He is 1 for 2 with a bomb. He's the reason why the A's have a run. Candiotti, 1-5, error on a throw. Canseco, 1-5. That ball is hit to right field. That is a 10, and against the righty, that's going to be a double for Canseco. So he gets a hit. There's not going to be a throwing error because there's nobody on base. So Canseco will get into second with a double. So he's now 2 for 3. As the A's start off with something here. Here comes Cobra. He's 0 for 2. Infield will stay back. As Steeler fan encouraging Brian B. Candiotti will set up and get ready for the pitch. Strategy rolls are now off. Candiotti, 2-5 against the lefty. That's a walk plus, and that is going to walk Parker. So now Candiotti giving up getting into a little bit of trouble here. That's the first walk given up by Candiotti. Only had 50 of them that year, and that's not bad. Only 50 walks and 216 innings pitched. That's pretty good. That's good control. But here's a guy that with one swing can make this a 1-run game. Here comes the other Bash brother. Here comes McGuire. He is 0 for 2. Infield now at double play depth. Candiotti, they go talk to him on the mound, see what he wants to do here. Chris DeMello joins us here at Cleveland Stadium. Candiotti, 2-4 against the righty, strikeout, but the 16 is high. McGuire, 6-1, and that's a ground ball to second base. Let's see if they turn it. 3-3-4. Shortstop Bell, 0 pivot, 1-4. It's a double play. They don't get it. It's going to be the only play he has is at first on the 6th. So the runners advance 1 base as Bell had no way to try to turn 2. He had to come in and make the play. McGuire is out, and that's 1 down. Could not turn the double play. That hurts. And now the batter is Hassey. Why hasn't Thurman Munson ever gotten consideration? You would think they would have put him. You would have think they probably would have put him in. Right now, Munson's definitely Hall of the Very Good. If you wanted to put Munson in the Hall of Fame, fine. So here's Hassey. He's 0 for 2. Infield is going to play back and surrender the run. They're up by 4 runs. They want to make sure they get the out. They're going to play back here. That's what they're going to do. Candiotti with the pitch. 3-3. That is a blank. He is not tired. Hassey, 2-3. That's going to be a base hit into center field, a single, and the A's are going to get at least a run. Canseco comes in to score. Parker is mud, though. Base runner 1. Single to center, +2, however. Not a good arm by Carter. Doesn't have as an average arm. So a 1-3, Parker's going to score, and he will. Hassey's going to get a 2 RBI single. It's now 5-3. And suddenly we got another game. We have a game again. No lead is safe on inside pitch. RBI, 2 RBI single by Hassey. And here comes Baylor. They talk to Candiotti on the mound. He says he can continue to go here. 1 out still. Still only 1 out in this inning. Infield now at double play. And we'll see what they do. They're going to let Hassey have 2 stolen bases. Strategy rolls are back on. Nothing happening with the 10. Candiotti will make the pitch. 5-3. That is a blank. Baylor. 4-3. Ground ball to short. Let's see if they turn it. 4-4-5. Second base, Franco, however, a lousy pivot rating, -2. So a 1-3, they'll get the double play, but they will get it side retired. 6-4-3 double play, but if they would have turned the double play earlier, how big that would have been, it probably would have saved a couple of runs. But Baylor grounds out into the 6-4-3 anyway. Even with Franco, not a good pivot rating. 2 runs on 2 hits and a walk. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. Don't forget, we got 10-minute ticker coming up after the night's game. Tomorrow night will be May 4th. As May the 4th be with you for tomorrow night. And we got 2 more teams coming up. I know Steeler fan will definitely not miss tomorrow night's game as we take a look at 2 more teams we haven't seen this year. It will be, well, his meh team of all time, the Houston Astros, but he'll be taking on the greatest team of all time, my New York Mets. It will be the Astros taking on the Mets tomorrow night. Danny Darwin will be pitching for the Astros, and El Cid Fernandez will be pitching for the Mets. It's our first look at these two teams, and of course the 88 Mets. They were pretty darn good. So don't miss tomorrow night. I know Steeler fan. It's Steeler fan versus RJL Network. Astros versus Mets. That is tomorrow night on Inside Pitch. As Brian B, that's battle of the undefeated 61 teams. I believe, Steeler fan, I think you need to correct Brian B on there. That's the battle of the undefeated 61 teams. We go to the bottom of the seventh here. Storm Davis is done as he actually hit a fatigue result, but he was going to be replaced anyway. Leading off for the Indians will be Julio Franco. They got two righties and a lefty. So let's see who the A's are going to put out to pitch. And let's see. Coming on to pitch for the Athletics is going to be Gene Nelson. 9 wins, 6 losses, 3 saves, a 3.06 ERA. I got to tell you, the Athletic bullpen is pretty decent. Plus, I got some Hall of Famer named Eck on there. Gene Nelson will go ahead and come on to pitch, and he'll take on Julio Franco here to start the bottom of the 7th. 5-3 Indians. Athletics made it interesting here. Nelson, 4-5. Home run result. Righty. Franco needs a 4. Oh, he just missed it. That's a 5. Franco, 3-1. But instead, he hits a deep fly ball to right field. Canseco's going to go back. He's going to go to the track, but he's going to have room and put it away. Next up is Upshaw. Upshaw is 2 for 3, 2 singles, got an extra base on an error. Nelson will set up with Upshaw. 3-3, error on a grounder. Upshaw, 5-1, that's popped up. And that's going to go to second base. Mother Hubbard will make the catch, 2 down. Tabler is next. Tabler is 1 for 3, single, and had an error. Nelson will go ahead and make the pitch to Tabler. Nelson, 5-6, range play. Tabler, 3-2, and against the righty, at the fly to left. Going over there is Parker, and he'll set up and he will make the catch. And a 1-2-3 inning for Nelson. So a nice job there by Nelson as he gets 3 quick outs. But after 7, it is still 5-3 in favor of the Tribe. Sorry, he's in the room, but I heard you going on how great I am and how much you love the Astros. Yeah, okay. Somebody, I think, has been tasting the what do you call it? Someone I think has been drinking the forbidden wine, I think. And I think his name is Steeler Fan. We go to the top of the 8th. As it's going to be Steeler Fan versus RJL Network tomorrow night. Don't miss that one. Top of the 8th, 5-3 Indians. Candiotti, he can pitch to 4 more batters. They're going to keep him out there. Glenn Hubbard leads off for the A's. He's 0 for 2. Candiotti pitching a very good game. 5-3 in favor of the Indians. Candiotti, 4-3, strikeout. The 20 is high. Hubbard, 1-1. That ball is hit to right field. That is a 6. And that's going to be a leadoff single for Hubbard. So Hubbard does get himself a base hit to right to lead off the inning. Now the Indians may be thinking of bringing in the bullpen here soon. Weiss is next. He's 0 for 2, infield double play. Hubbard did have a stolen base that year. Strategy rolls are still active. That is a 3. He's not going anywhere. And does he actually get he actually gets the hit and run call, but Weiss is not going to do that. He's going to swing. You're down by 2. Candiotti will go ahead and pitch. Candiotti, 3-5, strikeout 7. Yep, called strike 3. Weiss is out of there. And that is strikeout. That is strikeout number 2 for Candiotti. It's Davis who had pretty good strikeouts. 1 down. Sacramento wine. Thank you. Here is Lansford. Oh, so you were drinking the Sacramento wine. I knew you were a Steeler fan. I knew you were, Matt. Thank you. Thank you very much. You just proved my point. Lansford's 1 for 3. Is Hubbard going to do anything here? No. He will stay put, and Candiotti will make the pitch. Candiotti, 4-5, range play. Lansford, 3-5. That's a fly ball hit the center. That's hit to Carter. Carter not that great. His range is a 2. But he is going to make the play there. He's on the run, and he's going to make a shoestring catch. That's 2 outs. Oh, nice play by Carter. That saved a base hit easy. That turns a fly out to center. 2 away. And now Javier, and he is 0 for 3. Now the infield can play back. Indians trying to win a game here they historically lost. Athletics struggling a little bit here. JT 2.0 joins us here at Cleveland Stadium. Strategy roll. That is a 1, but Hubbard not going. Candiotti will go ahead and make the pitch to Javier. Candiotti, 6-4. Against the switch left, that is a blank. Javier will swing. 1-4, grounder to second base. Franco will take care of it. Throws to first, side retired. No runs and a hit for the A's. Remains 5-3 in favor of the Indians. And Oakland stymied tonight so far. We will go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Gene Nelson is going to stay out there and pitch. Joe Carter, he'll go ahead and lead off. He's 0 for 3, though. Carter looking for his first hit. 1990 World Series belongs to the Cincinnati Reds. Brian B. loves his Reds. 5-3. Nelson, 4-3. That's a wild pitch, ball 1. Nelson again, 4-5. That's a home run result. Righty, Carter needs a 16. That's a 3. Well, Carter looking for his first hit, and he got a big one. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is going deep to left field, and Parker's just going to see this one go maybe. It might have reached the upper deck. Home run, Joe Carter. Stadium cheers. Yay! Gene Nelson, that's a home run result. As he just pitched him a grapefruit, Carter turns that into fruit salad. 6-3 Indians. As Jeff Merklin joins us here at the Mistake by the Lake. So now a 6-3 Indians lead. Here is Hall. And they're going to let Nelson continue to pitch here. He can still pitch to a few more batters. But they'll pitch to Hall. They'll go ahead and go to Hall here. Hall is 1 for 2. Singled and walk. Nelson will make the pitch. Nelson, 6-4. Against the lefty. That's a blank. Hall, 2-6. Ground ball to short. Weiss will handle it with ease. 1 down. Here comes Jacoby. Jacoby is 1 for 3. As Chuck Rawlings says, he hit that one to Erie. Nelson with the pitch. Nelson, 4-1, strikeout. 15 is high. Jacoby, 6-5, ground ball, comebacker, right back to Nelson. He'll underhand it the first, 2 down. 2 outs now for Snyder. Snyder will bat. And he's 1 for 3. Nelson looking on. Gets the sign from Hassey. Pitch. 6-6. Hit by pitch. 3. Nope, that's too high. Snyder. 1-6. Ground ball hit the third. And that's going to be Lansford getting to that one. And that retires the side. 1 run on 1 hit. A solo bomb by Joe Carter. And he had 27 homers that year. So he's very capable of hitting them out. And the Indians get insurance. And now have a 6-3 lead here after 8. But will we see some 9th inning magic? No lead is safe on inside pitch. Candiotti is tired. The Indians are going to go to the bullpen. And they're going to go ahead and bring out their closer to make sure this game is in the books. Coming on to pitch for the Indians will be one of the better closers in '88. Doug Jones, 3 wins, 4 losses, 37 saves, a 2.27 ERA. Very good year for Doug Jones, and I remember watching him pitch. Doug Jones was pretty darn good, and yes, Doug Jones, may God rest his soul. That is for sure. Doug Jones, but he has to face the heart of the order here, and the Athletics 3, 4, and 5, and of course you got to lead it off with Jose Canseco. He is 2 for 3, a homer and a double. Doug Jones, of course, is gone, but he was pretty darn good in that year. Had a good year in '88. Jones with the pitch. 4-1 against the righties. Strikeout plus. He gets Canseco easily. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. One down there for Jones as he gets Canseco to swing and miss. Yes, one of the few closers that didn't overpower you with a fastball. He had a pretty darn good slider. Here's Parker. Parker 0 for 2 with a walk. And will Parker bat? The answer is, will he bat? Let's see. Will he bat? Yeah, he'll bat. He'll bat. Parker will go ahead and bat against Jones. 1 out, top of the 9th. Jones, 3-1. That's at the park. Cleveland Stadium, 5-6. It's a base hit to left field. So it'll be a single for Parker, and the Athletics get a runner on base. So for those of you thinking you were going to get a 1-2-3 closing inning at RJL Network, I think you were wrong. Now, it's not a home run doesn't put him ahead, but here comes Mark McGwire. McGwire is 0 for 3, though, looking for his first hit. Infield is a double play. And Jones will pitch to McGwire. 6-3 Indians, top of the 9th. Strategy rolls are off. It's pitcher versus batter. Jones, 5-1. Wild pitch. The 17 is ball 1. Jones will do it again. 5-3. Strikeout 20. That is high. McGwire, 6-5. It's a fly ball to center field. Carter's got a beat on it, and he'll put it away. 2 outs. Jones goes ahead and gets the 2 Bash brothers out. And now the last chance for the Athletics will be Ron Hasse. He is 1 for 3 with a single. 2 men down. Fans here at Cleveland Stadium hoping for a good pitch. Jones trying to close the game. This would be a nice win for the Indians if they can hold on to it. Jones gets set up. Fans on their feet. Here comes the pitch. Jones, 2-2. That is a blank. He is not tired. Hasse, 5-2. It's a ground ball to short. Bell will take care of it. Pumps once, pumps twice. Throws to second to get Parker. That's your game. Indians will beat the Athletics tonight, 6-3. Stadium cheers. Yay! A nice victory for the Indians tonight. They beat the Athletics 6-3. No runs and a hit in the top of the 9th. Well done job here by the Tribe to beat the A's. The A's will now drop to 13-11. Cleveland now goes to 10-13. And they're now back to 3 games under 500. Nice win for the Athletics. But we're not done yet. Let's get a final line score coming up. For the Indians, 6 runs on 8 hits and no errors. For the Athletics, 3 runs on 6 hits and 3 errors, all in the first inning, and back-to-back-to-back errors for the Athletics. I don't think that we're really ready to play that game. The winning pitcher is Tom Candiotti. A heck of a game, went 8 innings. Storm Davis takes a very tough loss. Really not his fault. Pretty out of the 6 runs, 2 of them really were unearned. So a nice victory for the Indians tonight. But don't go away. 10-minute ticker is coming right up. It is now time for the 10-minute ticker, brought to you by FastScore Baseball of Replay Sports. And I guess I got to start with the first one here, right? Mm-hmm. So Oakland does take the loss here to the Indians 6-3. We have one. Let's start and see what happens. Let's begin the month of May. May 1st, Minnesota at Boston. Let's see. Twins 16-16. That is 3. Red Sox 764, and that is 7. That's going to be a win for the Bo Sox. Baltimore and the White Sox. Baltimore 961, and that's going to be 6. White Sox 1364. They're going to win that. That's going to be 8 for the Pale Hose. Seattle at Detroit. Seattle 245. That's 3. Tigers 10-33. That's also 3. They will tie. Extra innings. Seattle rolls a 4, -1 is 3. Detroit rolls a 6, +0 is 6. The Tigers will win the game in extras. Kansas City and Milwaukee. The Brewers off to a heck of a start this year. Kansas City 842, and that's 4. Brewers 341. And that is 3. That's going to be a win for the Brewers. But, of course, you all know when it comes to fast score, that's not how you start. It's how you finish. Texas and the Yankees. Rangers 825, and that's 3. Yankees 1755, and that's 7. A win for the Bronx Bombers. California and the Jays. Angels 741, 4 runs. Toronto 1522. And that's 3 runs. It's going to be a win for the Halos. Mets and the Reds. Dr. K on the mound against Dennis Rasmussen. My Mets against Brian B's Reds. Mets 1545, and that is 6. Reds 644, and that is 4. And my Mets have a happy recap. Montreal and the Astros. Spos and Stros. Spos 412, that's 0. Stros 11-15, and that's 2. A win for the Stros this time. Cardinals and the Dodgers. Cardinals 355, and that is 5. Dodgers 243, and that's 3. That will be a win for the Redbirds. Braves and the Phillies, 2 last place teams. Braves 1264, that's 8. Phillies 1365, and that's 9. Phillies will beat the Braves. The Braves are just, that team is pretty bad. Pittsburgh and the Padres. Pirates 535, and that's 3. Padres 526, and that's 2. A win for the Bucks. Cubs and the Giants. Cubs 744, and that's 4. Giants 956, and that's 6. A win for the G-Men. On to May 2nd. Texas at Baltimore. Texas 1544, 5 runs. Orioles 636, 3 runs. Another win for the Rangers. Royals and the Red Sox. Royals 2065, and that's 11. Red Sox 1663. And that's 8. That will be a win for the Royals. Yankees and the White Sox. Yankees 1442, and that's 5. White Sox 10-13, that is 1. And another win for the Bronx Bombers. Angels and the Indians. Angels 9-21, and that's 2. Indians 16-21, and that's 3. A win for the Tribe. Oakland at Detroit. Athletics 14-33, and that's 4. Tigers 10-54, and that's 6. A win for the Cats. Minnesota and Milwaukee. Twins 12-26, 3 runs. Brewers 15-52, and that is 6 runs. The Brewers continue to play some good baseball. Toronto and Seattle, battle of expansion teams. Toronto 25-56, and that's 9. Mariners 9-61, that's 6. That will be a win for the Blue Jays. Expos and the Reds. Expos 11-11, that's 0. Reds 3-11, that's 0. Neither team can score a run. Extras underway. Pittsburgh rolls a 6 plus 0. Reds roll a 4 plus 0. The 6 will win. Montreal will beat the Reds. Pittsburgh and the Dodgers. Pittsburgh 9-42, and that's 4. Dodgers 5-53, and that is 5. Let me say 5-53. And yep, that's 5. That's a win for the Dodgers. They will beat the Bucks. Braves and the Mets. Braves 4-56, and that is 5. Mets 14-16, and that's only 2. And the Braves will beat the Mets. No happy recap there. Astros and the Phillies. Astros 8-22, that's 2. Phillies 9-15, and that's 1. That's going to be a win for the Astros. Cubs and the Padres. Cubs 13-43, and that is 5. Padres 7-56, that's 6. A win for the Friars. Cardinals and the Giants. Cardinals 10-53. And that's 5. Giants 10-63, and that is 7. A win for the G-Men. On to May 3rd, Texas at Baltimore. Texas 8-13 and 1. Orioles 14-65, and that is going to be 9. The Orioles will get a win. Royals and the Red Sox. Royals 16-52, and that is 6. Boston 14-34, and that's 4. A win for the Royals. Yankees and the White Sox. Yankees 13-43, and that's 5. They're beginning to play a little better. White Sox 9-25, and that's 3. Another win for the Bombers. California and Cleveland. Angels 13-45, that's 5. Cleveland 11-12, that is 1, and that's going to be a win for the Halos. Oakland at Detroit. Oakland 13-13, and that is 1. Tigers 7-42, and that is 4. Another win for the Tigers. Oakland not playing, not so hot right now in the early part of the year. Minnesota at Milwaukee. Minnesota 3-63, and that's 6. Brewers 4-54, and that is 5. That will be a win for the Twins. Toronto at Seattle. Let's see. Toronto 21-35, and that is 5. Mariners 16-66, that's 11, and a win for the M's. Montreal and the Reds. Expos 11-42, and that's 4. Reds 8-22, and that is 2. Another win for the Expos. Pittsburgh and the Dodgers. Pirates 4-65, that's 7. Dodgers 11-16, that's 2, and that's a win for the Bucks. Braves and the Mets. Braves -116, that is 1. Mets 12-66, that's 10. And the Mets crush the Braves, and I will have two happy recaps tonight. Astros and the Phillies. Astros 14-26, and that is 4. Phillies 7-66, that's 9, and that's a win for the Phillies. Cubs and the Padres. Cubs 9-14, that is 1. Padres 12-44, and that is 5, and that will be a win for the Friars. Cardinals and the Giants. Cardinals 6-21, that's 2. Giants 11-12, that's 1. That's going to be a win for the Cardinals. That is your 10-minute ticker. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. Tomorrow will be May the 4th be with you. We will be at one of the greatest cathedrals of baseball history, Shea Stadium. It will be Steeler Fan versus RJL Network. The Astros take on the Mets tomorrow night. Danny Darwin will go for the Stros. Sid Fernandez goes for the Mets. Don't want to miss that game. It's Steeler Fan versus RJL. Astros, Mets, Darwin, Fernandez, be there or be square. And of course, I know we have NFL football tomorrow night. I understand that. I will probably start that game as soon as the first game is over. I know we have NFL football tomorrow, but I know Jacksonville is at Kansas City. But yeah, I'll start the game as soon as the Jacksonville-Kansas City game is done. Steeler Fan, Brian B. King Twan Gaming, Jeff Gotts, My Basement Media Productions, CLE Baseball Fan, Chuck Rawlings, Doug Hunt, Jeff Merklin, JT 2.0, Chris DeMello, Larry Harris, Husala 99. And let's see if we get everybody else here. And let's see, and of course, Philip Reynolds and David Vega. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out to the turnstiles. Subscribe if you've not done so. And make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. And we'll see you guys tomorrow night. A nice win for the Indians tonight, winning a game they historically lost. Cleveland beats Oakland 6-3. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. Take care.